Let me know if you guys can hear this when I play it. Bam, we're live.
Yep.
You thought Justin Medeiros was dangerous on an empty ranch in Aromas, California? Wow. Welcome to the Coliseum, big boy. Medeiros will stand it up. Wow. They have enough time. And Medeiros is in. Justin Medeiros brought the house down at the end of day number one. The lone American sitting in podium contention at the moment. Justin Medeiros is your overall leader. Medeiros is in a position coming into Sunday that not athletes have been in a position in for the last 5 years, and that's wearing the leader jersey going into the final day. Strength, technique, endurance is out the window. It's all coming down to guts.
What we just saw was incredible.
Justin Medeiros trying to leave no doubt. Business in the front, party in the back, and fitness all over. Justin Medeiros is the fittest man on earth.
Thank you, Rogue. Thank you, Rogue. Thank you, Caleb. Thank you, Matt Souza. That was a great show. We'll be back in 45 minutes with the founders of Street Parking, Miranda and Julian Alcaraz. And that's it for us today. Goodbye, y'all. Goodbye. Just kidding. Just kidding. I wonder if we get like a warning from YouTube for that, or like do we already have a ding? Can you just go check on our YouTube channel, Caleb, and see like we already got a ding for that?
Yeah, it's already taken down.
Copyright infringement for sure.
Boom. The champ is here.
What's up, guys?
Oh my God.
What's up, brother?
I'm clicking with you.
Is he just taking it in, Sevan?
Just taking it in. I'm just taking it in. I said on one of the shows I didn't click with Justin, and then I texted him the other day and I said, "Hey, I'd love it if you came on the show." He goes, "Fuck you, you Armenian midget." I was like, "Wow, that's a little harsh."
Yeah, that seems like something he would say.
No,
not exactly like that. That's how I took it. How I took it. He really just said, "I thought we didn't click," but that's how I took it. He had a microaggression on me. Caleb, could we play that clip from Facebook really quick? I want to see if we can get Justin to cry, just like just a little bit of it, just a tiny schmoojie.
It's gonna be an emotional show.
Oh man, it's so fucking crazy how good you are. It's fucking nuts. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. Let's see who won the games last year. Did Patrick win?
Ladies and gentlemen,
or
I give you our new male champion, Justin Medeiros!
Hey, I love it how it's Dave's name on the screen, even though Justin won. Look, let's see if Justin gets his Chiron. Let's see if he gets a graphic. Nope, no graphic for the champ. At least you're still around, Justin. You're in control of your own fate.
Still around.
Someone kicked that Mexican to the curb.
Good time.
Oh.
Holy cow. Do you have any do you have memory of that?
Oh yeah. No, for sure. I mean, it took me a while. Like I went back and watched the event, but like it was so weird to like watch it because like I knew what I was thinking like at each stage throughout that event, and it was just like weird to like kind of see it. But yeah, I remember that event very, very well.
Has anyone ever sat down with you, like maybe the Buttery Bros or someone who's making, I don't know, telling a story about that and asked you to go through every event? Have you ever done that? Sat down and gone through every event?
CrossFit kind of like they're doing like the documentary for this year's game. So that was a while ago. I think we did a version of that, just kind of talking about the games, but we kind of went through every event, not in detail, but just kind of like broad picture.
Is that out yet? Is that documentary out yet?
Not that I know of.
Oh, What would that come in?
Son, someone
Come
ring
in.
the doorbell.
And they're hot and topless. Hey, I wish I could say that was Caleb just doing a sound effect. Ding dong. Hey, are you in Washington or are you in Iowa?
Never been in Iowa before, but
where do you go to school?
Washington, Idaho.
That's what I said, Idaho.
Yeah,
Boys.
close.
You're in Washington?
Yep.
Is school over?
School's over. I graduated in December, so
No shit. Congratulations.
done.
Okay, tell me what that feels like. Like, tell me what's the last class you were sitting in that ended, and you were like, "Oh shit, it's over."
Just like my last like kinesiology class, it was honestly weight training, so that was nice.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was honestly just like it was weird. My last semester, I didn't really take. I only had 4 classes after the games, but yeah, I just had those last 4 classes. I moved back to Boise after the games and then kind of finished up school.
God, you're so young. I'm so old. This is nuts. So you sat in that class and you finished, and then you climbed onto that rooftop illegally?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did anyone tell you to get down?
No, surprisingly. No, it was good.
Ladies and gentlemen, what makes this show different is that you could actually call in. We're not going to let you talk, but we're going to let you let you listen to Justin Medeiros breathe. That is how I'm saying it right, Medeiros, right?
Yep.
And everyone else in the world says Medeiros, but they're wrong.
Yes.
Fuck, I love that. Love being the only one who's right.
Nice flex, Sevan. Nice flex.
Thank you. And then so then you finish your last day, and then how long before you do the graduation? You put on all the ceremonial gear.
I didn't do it.
No, that was just a show. That was all bullshit right there. That was just costume.
Yep. My mom sent it to me and I took those pictures to make her happy. And yeah, I was like on the way to the airport. I like finished my last class, grabbed my friend to go take the picture, took the pictures, and then got in a plane.
Nice.
And why not? Because you have shit to do. Is that the real reason?
Just other things that I'd rather be doing, you know?
I mean, did you go back to Stockton or did you go to Washington?
After I graduated,
Yeah.
I was still in Boise. I just like that weekend, right when I graduated, I went to see Mars and Heber and them in Salt Lake City. So like I finished my last class, took the pictures, got in a plane, and went there.
Instead of doing the graduation, you were making podium commercials.
Yeah, that's where I went right after that.
That's crazy.
That looks so much more fun.
I mean, yeah, I would think you could do both. I have the same sentiment as you. Like the graduation thing, like doesn't interest me a lot. Damn, you're strong.
Yes. Oh, I always get nervous when someone calls in, Justin.
No, for some reason that's someone calling on my phone, but it came onto the show's phone. That is weird when that happens. It doesn't happen very often. Oh, let me see. I just got a funny take. Justin, we are going to throw an event at the ranch in a year. And yes. And it's going to be called the California Hormone Games. There'll be no testing there. So there'll be dudes just like twice your size, just like with fucking like veins like bigger than your penis, like on their neck and their forehead.
You're all in for that, huh?
Yeah. How much prize money do we have to get for you to go to that?
Oh gosh, dude, that would be a lot. What are the events? Is it like a CrossFit Game style event where you see these roided out dudes just lift a bunch of weights?
I'm not so arrogant that I think I could program it. I have a friend who lives 11 miles down the street from me at the ranch that I would probably have program it for me.
Oh, that's funny. No strength events.
Yeah, no
All
strength.
cardio.
All cardio.
Yeah. It's all running.
Hill runs. Good.
I posted I took my boys to the mall, 2 5-year-olds and a 7-year-old. And they were like tripping. They'd never been in the mall and they were tripping on the smells and shit like that. and then they started just running laps in there. To them, it looked like a track, right? Because it's like all the shit in the center, and so they just start running laps in there, and I'm laughing, and people are filming them, and I'm filming them, and everyone's in masks, and my kids are running around barefoot. Anyway, and your mom hit me up, and she's like, I didn't take Justin to the mall until he was 12.
Yeah, seems about right.
You
had no idea what that place was.
You are country. Go ahead, caller. Before we find out about how little that Justin didn't even know that the Earth was round until he was 16. Go ahead. Do you have a question for for the champ, fittest man alive?
Hey, Justin. Yep. Hey, Justin. This is Alex. Us over in the street parking CrossFit rumor mill. Just wanted to see how training was going with Ellie, and it seemed like there was something there. So who's that?
Yeah, man.
He said, I got and he hung up.
Oh, I thought you hung up on him.
I should have.
You just cut it.
I was like savage, Sevan, but yeah. No,
Alex, sorry, your connection was so bad. What was the question? Go ahead, write it down there. Did you hear what he said, Justin?
I think Justin heard the first part.
Okay.
About how training with Ellie's been. At least that's what I got out of it. But yeah, no, it's been awesome. Ellie came right at the week after quarterfinals. She came up, kind of trained for like a week and then really liked it, kind of extended her stay. And then she actually just left on Friday to go back because she has to compete at the Torian in Australia. So she just went back to, because we're like 2 weeks out now. It's the first week of semifinals. So same weekend as the one I'm doing, Syndicate.
Which CrossFit gym are you at?
Me? I'm at CrossFit Fort Vancouver.
CrossFit Fort Vancouver. Been around forever. Currently one of the top 50 oldest affiliates, I guess, in the world.
Yeah.
Home to the owner's Adam Neiffer.
Knifer.
Oh, and the streak is over.
The streak is over.
The owner is Adam Neiffer, a great guy. I love him. Been a guest on the show a couple times. Not enough for me to know his name. We do click. Adam, your coach and I click.
Good.
And so you've been training with him for how long?
Summer of 2019, I think. I think that's when we started. About May.
And the reason why you went to him, he obviously has a shit ton of games experience in regard with the teams.
Yeah. He went to 10 consecutive games.
Nuts.
Wow.
And then do you train in sort of like a silo over there? There's no one else. There's not like you don't look to your left and you're training with Fikowski or Guy, or there's no one there. It's just you.
Yeah, no, I mean, they had a lot of awesome competitors that have competed on the team like throughout the years and everything like that. So there's always tons of people that can go and throw down with, which is super awesome. But no one that's been training for the games in recent years besides, Ellie's been here for the past month, and that's been like my first real dose of having a training partner that's kind of like training for the same goal that I am.
And how did that happen? Do you know her? The only thing I know about her is she popped on my radar at Wadapalooza. She crushed the first two events, right? And then we tried to interview her and we had just a horrible connection, so the interview failed. But and I've heard Brian Friend talk about her as like, man, this is a really good athlete who deserves to go to the games, but unfortunately she's in Australia, and it's like the worst place to try to go to the games right now out of if you're a female. It's that Ellie, right? What's her last name? What's her last name? Turner. Okay. And so she just shows up there.
Well, I've always ever since the games this year, I've really kind of wanted a training partner, but nothing that I'm going to super push for. If the right fit kind of comes along, then we'll make it happen. But I've been doing what I've been doing and it's worked really well. But I think having a female training partner would be super beneficial for me. There's no way I could compete with a competitive male. That's just not how I function. But the opportunity kind of came along with her. She came out just to work out for the weekend. She asked if she can come drop in. And that's pretty much all it was, and kind of turned into more, which has been pretty awesome.
Have you ever, was she at the games? She wasn't at the games last year.
Yeah. No, she was.
She was. Did you talk to her at all there? Did you say hi to her? Did you know her there?
Yeah, I asked, I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember, but I saw her at like Great Dane CrossFit like a couple days before the games. She was just like working out outside. So like me and like just inside every CrossFit gym that whole week was just like a maniac in there. So we were like working outside. She was out there too. I talked to her probably for like 5 minutes then, but like I felt super bad. I didn't know who she was at the time. I was like, hey, you can meet at the games. Like you can meet this weekend on a team. Like, what are you doing individual? And got the whole story. So I've known her since the games, but that was kind of my first time.
And could you give me the details of how she ends up there? Does she text you or DM you or DM or text Adam Knifer, the owner of CrossFit Fort Vancouver? Like how does someone like get to? Can anyone just be like, hey, Knifer, I'm Sevan Medeiros, like to come up there and train with Justin?
Pretty much, man. I mean, shoot your shot, you know. But no, like yeah, like we just like got in touch, hopped on a phone call with me and Adam, and just kind of like talked to her, let her know what we're doing. You're more than welcome to come up, train, see what we're up to, and that was kind of the end of the conversation. I mean, I've traveled around, I've gone and seen like I went to Rich, I've gone to CrossFit Mayhem, I've gone and seen Matt. Like I've kind of traveled around myself, and she was one of the people that reached out and just kind of wanted to come train. So. That was kind of like the extent of what I thought. She said she's headed back to Australia, and she was just right up north, like 5 hours away in Vancouver, Canada, not Vancouver, Washington. And then so she kind of just got a flight down, trained for the week, and then ended up staying a lot longer.
Has anyone else ever done that? Have you ever trained with anyone else? I mean, in at CrossFit Fort Vancouver?
No, I haven't had anybody else. I mean, the Invictus team in 2019 came out. I think that was, I didn't make the games or anything that year, but like that whole crew, like Lauren Fisher, Reagan Huckabee, Dave came in, but other than that, I don't think anybody.
Trina says any flirting. That's we're not there. We're not there yet. I'll ask that in a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right now.
She's jumping the gun a little bit. When you find out you're someone's coming and you say yes on the phone, are you giddy like you know, like in the third grade when there's a new kid in the class and you're like, oh shit, there's a new kid here. This is kind of cool. I wonder how they're gonna play kickball, or I wonder where they're from, or you're just kind of excited there's a new kid. It's a new energy to the dynamic, or are you like, you know, there's a lot of times like I'll agree to do something. Like my wife will be like, let's go to this person's birthday party, and it's 2 weeks out. I'm like, great. And then the night before she goes, you know, we're going to that birthday party tomorrow. I'm like, no, I don't want to go. Like I fucking hate, you know what I mean? It sounded like such a good idea when it's 2 weeks out. Yeah. So the day before she's about to show up, are you like, what did I agree to? Or,
yeah, no, for sure. I'm definitely like super nervous. Like obviously right away she reached out, like to come out. Like, oh yeah, heck yeah, that's going to be awesome. Like week after quarters, like I obviously had a really good showing, and then I was like, this is gonna be super fun. And all of a sudden you start getting nervous, and I'm like, frick, well, she's just been training with Pat, like she's gonna be comparing me to him, and like just like all this stuff, and then obviously it just spirals, but it turned out to be like really, really awesome.
So as soon as she gets there, the ice is broken and you're chill.
Yeah, we're good. I felt so bad that we like picked her up from the airport, and then Henshaw was coming into town, so I wanted to like do a little mile time trial. So we went straight from the airport to the track.
With her too.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a dick.
Yeah.
How was the flight? We're running a mile.
Hop in or go long. Like we told her when she come, like, hey, like you can do your own programming, do what you want to do. Feel free to hop in, like whatever you want to hop in at. But like this is what I got, and this is what I'm gonna do. So like feel free to hop in for like whatever you want. So. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'm really super anxious that she's coming. Oh shit. Oh, she's here. Fucking straight to the airport, to the track. We'll run a mile for time. And Henshaw's going to be watching us.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow. Hey, I bet you if we asked her, she was nervous as shit.
I'm sure.
Did she do it too?
Yeah. No, she ran it. And it was awesome too, because she's from Australia. So like they don't run mile time trials. Like that's just not a thing. Like, yes, everyone here, like, oh yeah, what's your mile time? You have an answer. Like hers is like a 1K and a 2K, or like more like they're like, I was like, so she had no idea what she was gonna like run for it. So hey, she PR'd though. So
wow.
Justin Medeiros, the fittest man alive, and just basically just crushing everything. Feeling, how old are you?
23.
23 years old. And Rogue had that little event where you peeled off another couple $100,000, huh?
Felt good. Felt good. Sure.
Yeah, you're a savage.
Yeah.
And you didn't do Wadapalooza.
No.
And you didn't do that one in the desert where you had to run up the snowbank.
Nope. The one in the desert.
Yeah.
That one.
And so the only events you do the Rogue event and you do the big one, the CrossFit Games one.
I mean, yeah, no, I this off season, I wanted to, I mean, this was school and training and like been trying to like just qualify for the CrossFit Games over the last 3 years. It's just been like a year round constant grind. And I never really felt like I had like a true off season, and I'm young, my body can handle it, but like, I want to be here for a long time. So I kind of wanted to pick one competition to, kind of do. And that was Rogue this off season. So I trained for the games, took some time off, and then had a short little lead up, like to kind of train for Rogue, but turned out awesome. I mean, I told myself like Wadapalooza was still like kind of on the board, but after having like a really good showing at the Rogue, I was just like, okay, like I've earned it, you know, like I'm going to take some time, rest up the body, like start training for the games next year and not just keep trying to like, you end up training for the games, then you train for Rogue, and then you train for Wadapalooza, then the Open's there. And the next thing you know, you're just right back in the cycle. You never had an off season. So
Justin Medeiros just said that he chose Rogue. I'm going to push back on that just a little bit. And I'm going to say that Rogue chose him. But the great Bill Henniger called Justin Medeiros and said, Justin, I'd like to have you at the event.
Dude, it's like an awesome event. I don't know if anybody.
I know it is. I'm not saying that they twisted your arm, but I'm saying that Bill wouldn't take no for an answer.
It's like, you want your own T-shirt? You're gonna be.
Is that true? Is that true? I heard Bill one time offered. This is just a rumor, but I heard Bill one time offered Rich Froning a pool. He would build him a fucking pool at his house if he entered the games one more year, and Rich didn't do it.
Oh Lord, sure. But man, I don't know. I mean, dude, Rich and that'd be very interesting.
Hey, and someone watch the comments. Maybe someone will pop in and be like, "Yeah, that's true." I'm pretty sure it is true. I have some good sources on that. But does Bill does Bill or Katie Henniger give you your own personal call? I mean, you are the man, and you're not just kind of the man. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you kind of won. Like, you're the guy.
I mean, no, like I talked to them. I signed up for the competition. I mean, I text with like Katie and Bill. Like they're awesome. I just went out there for the Arnold and stuff too. I mean, that was the first time I've honestly been to the Rogue facility. Was just like a couple, or like during the Open was my first time going to the Rogue headquarters. It was nuts. But they're just freaking awesome people. Can't say enough good things about them.
They are truly awesome. Tell me what it's like being at the Rogue facility.
Dude, it's crazy. Honestly, like, they have their gift shop and everything like that. That gym, that's insane there. But they have, like, in the back with the warehouse with just all the equipment in it is just like endless. Like, it's the biggest where there's like a parking like lot inside of the facility for like 50 forklifts. Like, it's just like insane how big it is. And they have like their employee gym, and that's where like I got to work out in. It's like just for their employees, but it's like the nicest gym that literally has everything in there. It was just super cool. And then plus being there during the Arnold, like, you just have fitness fanatics from all over the world there. I mean, it was super cool.
Did you
announcement?
Say that again?
And the Open announcement was at Rogue headquarters too. So it was just fun. Did
you get mobbed at the Arnold?
It was like it fluctuated kind of like where I was at. I mean, I did like me, Matt, and stuff like that did like, what's it called? Like meet and greets, like at the Rogue booth there. And obviously there's tons of people coming up saying hi and stuff like that there. But it wasn't like Wadapalooza was like hard to kind of like walk around without getting noticed. But there, I mean, it was, you got stopped by a couple people, but you have fitness people that from like every realm of fitness. So it was like super cool to kind of like be a part of it because I'm a fan, and it's like you get to watch these insane guys do like these crazy lifts, and they have like a million other sports. There's people in night outfits fighting with swords and like,
oh shit.
Oh, yeah. They did have that there.
Yeah,
They did have that there.
Too.
They had that. They had like pole dancing, like as a sport there. They had
Wow.
What's the fake wrestling called? I'm mind blanking right now.
WWE.
Yeah, they had like that there. It was just insane. They had the most craziest events. They had there's like two people like hold onto a stick and there's a board in between you and try to pull the other person over the stick. I don't know if that's making sense.
How about that? How about the one where you get slapped across the face? They got that one?
Had the
They had that?
there. It was crazy. It was so much fun.
Did you watch that one?
No, I had to train, so I went and trained. But Mars and Heber, they're all there. Got like slow-mo videos of it. We're getting knocked out. It was insane.
Oh shit!
I'm surprised Mars didn't step in for that. I could see him doing that.
Mars versus Heber. Be awesome.
That would be hilarious.
What was your mile time, Justin?
It was fast.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. Hey, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't, Keegan. That's why I didn't. I knew it. I mean, I just knew it. And you know what? I was actually going to be cool about it. I was going to be like, I know it's, I was going to like give it a preface it. What'd you say, Matt?
Give it a guess. Like, are we just gonna guess a time?
No, I was going to preface it with like, I don't mean to pressure you, but what was your mile?
Well, what do you think my mile time is?
What do I think it is?
Yeah, what do you think it is?
5:15.
It's a good guess.
If you were going as hard as you could.
I like it.
Yeah.
5:32.
5:15 is so fucking fast.
What's your mile time?
Mine?
Yeah.
I think I haven't run a mile in forever. I think my fastest was I was like sub 8. I was like 7 minutes.
Oh, come on.
What? Is that bad?
So fast.
I'm just telling you.
Sub 8. Hold on, we got this comment too. I wanted to thank Juicy Kid. And the answer is yes. He's planning on beating everybody.
Oh, jeez. He doesn't even know who Jason is. He doesn't even know who Jason is.
Oh, Lord.
Justin dropped more trophies this year than Jason's picked up in his life. Okay. Yeah, I knew you weren't going to. I knew you weren't going to say the mile time, but I tried to even kind of bully you into it. I was trying to be like extra assertive. So tell me your mile time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're too good. Why not have a why not train with another boy? You're like, nah, I can't do that. Now why why not?
I train with another male competitor, but they can't be training for individual at the CrossFit Games.
And why is that?
Why? Like, you're helping your competitor. You're making it harder on yourself, like what? That's pretty much the main reason. And then plus, I mean, I think it goes both ways. You can get like that false sense of hope if you're training every day and beating them. And you're like, oh, heck yeah, like I'm super fit right now. But then what if he wasn't going hard? And then you go to competition, you just get like slapped in the face. Or the flip side of that is you're getting beat every day by him. And like now your self-confidence like goes out the window and you're just not like, you don't got your head on straight and stuff like that. At least like training with the females, like, okay, like if she beats me or I beat her, like at the end of the day, we're not training or we're not competing against each other on the leaderboard. So we can like help each other out as much as we can. And there's like no consequence to it, but you still get like that competitive like feeling in the middle of the workout. Like you still want to brag, you still want to win. So it's, I think that's kind of been the best fit for me.
Did you beat up on Ellie?
Obviously.
Yeah, good.
Oh, it's really good. I mean, it's honestly a super fun training partner because like her home run events are kind of some of the things that I feel like I need to work on and like vice versa. So I think that makes it like awesome to train with,
Did you know what you just said before you came into CrossFit? So early when we started talking, you're like, yeah, I trained with Rich. I trained with Matt. You'd been around. Did you ever train with Scott Panchik? Did you ever train or any of the Panchik brothers?
No, I've competed alongside them like before I the games. I competed with Saxon and Spencer at the Granite Games.
But never like went to their house or their camp or anything. Okay. So did you learn that training with Matt and Rich, just going to Mayhem or training with Matt, like, oh, this isn't really for me? Is that where you learned that? Or you knew that all along and you were just dabbling?
I mean, I want to learn as much as I can. So like, I'm going to train with as many people like as I can, but
you're not going to let them move into Fort Vancouver
forever. I mean, if you've competed in sports, like why are you going to help your competition? So that's just something that I've always known.
I wonder, I'm trying to think if there's any other male games athletes. No one pops in my head who's like that. I guess Patrick trains by himself, right?
Yeah, I think Brent does too.
And Brent does too.
Yeah, it was awesome sitting on the podium last year. I mean, all three of us. I mean, I think last year was kind of the first time we saw all these athlete camps like keep popping up, and then 3 guys that aren't in a camp.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go.
That's
Yeah, that is awesome. Is it do you there's just so much expectation on you now. There's just like, when people talk about the rankings, they never talk about you or Tia. It's just like you guys are just there. Does that kind of suck?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, I love being the underdog. Like, I love when people doubt me. I think that's like, is feed off that, and there's still no shortage of that going around. There's always someone out there that's picking you apart, saying it's a fluke, just saying whatever it is.
Right.
So there's always so much motivation that's out there. But yeah, I mean, I love when people are like playing that game. Like, I still love watching when people are making their rankings. Like, I want someone to put me in second, third, fourth, have me not qualifying for the games, Like, I think that's like so much fun.
How do you feel right now on a 1 to 10?
Fitness wise?
Yeah, just your body, your health, your overall.
I feel so good. I mean, it's honestly a huge confidence boost. I mean, I love in-person competition. I feel like that's kind of where it's at. And I've always struggled like in online competition. But like you look at like Matt, like no matter what competition came up, like he was winning. It doesn't matter if it was the Open or regionals or whatever it was. So like that's something that I knew that I needed to work on. Like, okay, I can show up at these kind of higher skill level like workouts, but I need to be able to like work and like grind in the most simplest of workouts. So having my best finish like in the Open this year and then doing well in quarterfinals, man, that like still gets me fired up. I mean, I'm just trying to be fitter than I was last year and I'm checking those boxes. So yeah, no, I'm excited.
That's awesome. You are checking those boxes. Yeah, that's crazy.
Dang,
hey,
right?
There's this guy, Andrew Hiller, who's kind of anointed himself as the
head judge of the world.
Yes. And he made a video about you and declared that you're not on steroids. But
Dude,
when you
I saw that video, I had so many people send it to me. I'm like, all right, I gotta watch. I'm like, it's gonna be all bad, Like, I'm like, never heard this guy before. He probably hates CrossFit. Like, just watching this guy go down the spiel and I'm just listening. But it's honestly a pretty cool video. I mean, everyone has their opinions. There's probably a million other videos out there. People say that I'm on steroids. So,
but when you see that, are you tripping at first? You're like, fuck, do I hit play or not? Like what? Like,
sure. I'm like,
yeah.
Like, and then I like me and my like roommates, whatever you want to call them, son and Megan, and all sat down and we watched it together. So it was pretty fun.
Do they fuck with you too? Like, do they jump off the couch and laugh or?
Oh
like,
yeah. They always give me hell.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, look at that picture. That's not nice. You posted that, Justin?
I did post that.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Hiller should grow a mullet. In honor. I didn't watch. I'm trying to watch most of his videos. I can't remember if I watched that one. I think once like I knew that he wasn't going to say you were on it, I wasn't interested in it. I only wanted to watch it if he was going to accuse you of it.
Me too. I was really curious if I wanted him to accuse me because I wanted to see like what ground he had to stand on,
Right.
I didn't get it. It was a pretty good video, I guess.
Do you have a girlfriend now?
I do not.
You do not. And were there any sparks between you and Ellie?
There it is.
Knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I had to slide it in, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just, I don't care. I'm just asking because the people want to know.
I thought you were going to go with the subtle, like, so what's the sleeping arrangement like there? Is it the same bed,
Oh, no. No, she's super fun to hang out with. I mean, just like even when she first came, like I think that was the thing that like made like all the nerves calm down. That is just like things clicked really easy and it made like training super fun. And I think I know I train better like the happier that I am. So
right,
like it worked out super well.
So there's some healthy tension there.
Yeah, healthy tension. Healthy.
Yeah, it's like when you have like anthropology at 7 a.m. and you do not want to go, but you know there's going to be some cool people, pretty girls, and so you go to the class and you're like, all right,
Obviously, you hit that spot on.
Yeah, that's smart. That's good. That's healthy. Yeah,
That's
It's
definitely.
and it's like having a new car in the driveway. Like you don't mind driving to work so much.
Exactly.
Anything? I know you're pretty protective about your training. Well, let me ask you this first: Are you recording all of your training? Like in 5 years, 6 years, whenever down the road, are we gonna know everything you did?
And probably, I mean, that's definitely something that I want to do. Like after knowing the CrossFit, like I love.
You're doing this. You're journaling and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, not on paper. I have it all online, but yeah, no, definitely keep track of everything that like me, Adam, Jesse, like our whole team. We're working with Chris now too. It's definitely really cool. I think we're definitely doing some things different than everybody else, but yeah, that time will come.
Do you have a talk with the team too? Like who's Jesse?
Jesse, he's my strength coach is Jesse Buffano. He owns Squamish Barbell in Squamish and up in, it's a little north of Vancouver, Canada. But yeah, I think you pulled up a picture earlier on my Instagram. It was me, Adam, and Jesse at the games in the hotel room. But yeah, that's been our kind of core team this past like year and a half. And then like working now with Chris too. We literally just now getting started with that. But it's always fun, to add like kind of new layers on it. Yeah, there he is. There's all Jesse Buffano. But yeah, he's a long-time affiliate owner. I think he's been an affiliate since 2009. He's been in CrossFit for like since 2000. I think he started CrossFit in like 2005 or something like that. I mean, he's been around for a while. Adam met him at the 10-year affiliate gathering.
Okay.
Up in Canada. I think they had it in Canada.
Yeah, in Whistler. Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have a talk with those guys? Like, do people know, hey, hey, welcome to the camp. I'm very private. Please don't share this. Don't write a book. Don't make posts. Don't take pictures. Like, is there talk? Like I tell Souza that all the time when he comes over for our Saturday night just drinking sessions. Like, please don't take any pictures of me jumping on the couch naked, shit like that.
I just don't post them. I take them.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're gonna know those like type of people when they come in. Like, if you know that's the type of person.
Oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're not.
Oh really?
They're doing one of these.
So it's kind of like, well, we had Ben Bergeron on the show, and like he's so fucking thorough. He's so fucking impressive and thorough. And then I'm like, so do you have a steroid policy or gym? He's like, no. Like shit. I should. You're right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's just a given. To him, it's just a given that no one would do steroids, but it's just a given until someone does do it. So like, I'm just wondering, like, do you tell those guys like, hey, gentlemen, like, but no, nothing formal. Maybe I wouldn't. Maybe Knifer does that, looking out for you. Hey guys, just so you know, these are like.
I mean, but me and Adam definitely have those talks. Like, there's definitely people that like you definitely don't want to share that information to, and if that information gets out, like. It's not on them. Like, what are you gonna do? Tell them not to share? That's gonna keep them from not sharing. Like, if they're planning on sharing that information, they're gonna share it no matter what you say. So
you're a good.
It's just kind of like on yourself to kind of keep that like close, your cards close to your chest, and if you share it and it gets out, that's on you. So,
do you have any of this mentality? You've heard the story that Matt tells about his medal. His second place medal was his worst medal, and then it became his favorite medal because he used it as motivation. And then through the 20 podcasts I did, or 19 podcasts, however many I did with Fraser, I began to notice a theme in his life that he always needs kind of a nemesis. So even if it's not like a real one, he'll create one. Like he's looking for someone who's upsetting him, even though maybe it's not out there. Do you have any of that in you? Like you're looking for something to agitate you?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's what I mean. I think that's like a big part of like what like motivates you. And if you get in that competition, you have to kind of like lock in, and it's like what are you telling yourself like in those moments, you know? And I think that's always to me, like I'm always going to be an underdog no matter like what people say, you know, and that's just kind of like my mentality no matter like what I go into. So I think, everyone kind of has those things that they kind of like have to think about like before they like get going, you know?
Would you start a narrative up? Let's say at the CrossFit Games, you're standing on the starting line. It's about to start in 20 seconds. And would you tell yourself would you make up a story like, if I don't win this event, then I'm never gonna have a girlfriend the rest of my life? Or like, do you have like some sort of narrative like you spin like that?
I mean, honestly, it's not kind of something that comes in the middle of the workout. It's kind of like during the workout, like when you like starts to hurt, starts to get bad, like you kind of like you have to talk yourself back into it, you know? And I think that's kind of when those conversations kind of come into the head. Because if you're already doubting yourself before you start the workout, I mean, you're in trouble, you know?
So you're side by side with Vellner, you're doing lunges, and will the voice say, "Don't be a fucking pussy," or is it, "You're the greatest ever"? Which which one is it?
The first one, for sure.
The first one, yeah. Isn't it interesting? People are always talking about this positive self-talk, and I'm always like, shit, I'm always like spinning up like some shit that's like dark.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, like if you don't fucking, if
you're
you don't
awesome. You can do this.
Yeah. I'm like on the assault bike, and I'm like, if I don't get 120 calories in fucking 10 minutes, my wife's gonna divorce me. Like, that's the story I tell myself. Just make some crazy shit.
That motivates you right there.
Yeah. I'm like, she can't fucking leave. I'm fucking going.
It's like I'm gonna die alone.
I don't even know how to wipe my own ass.
See, like, this is why I need someone so positive like Adam, you know, like I have all these like talking so bad to myself inside my head, and then you have Adam out there. It's just the happiest guy ever. So it's a good balance, you know.
Are you keeping a intimate relationship at distance on purpose?
What do you mean?
You know, like a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Are you keeping that at distance for a reason? Are you protective of the mission you're on, and there's no room for anyone besides Adam Knifer?
Like, to an extent, you know, like I'm definitely like, I know like that is going to take a lot of like time and energy kind of away from like what I'm trying to do. And I told myself in the next like 5, 6, 7, 8 years that I want to do this, like this is going to be my number one priority. So if I do happen to get into a relationship like that, like that's going to be known, you know, but not anything that I'm like looking for. Like if it comes along, it's not like I'm going to be like, nope, no way. But like if the right situation kind of came along, I guess I'd be open to it, you know?
I had Nicky Rodriguez on the show, and he told me that alphas don't chase women. Do you know who Nicky Rod is? Oh, I'll send you some videos. He's so dope. He has the like the most famous jiu-jitsu team in the world right now in Austin. It's called B Team. And he's just this big, he's such a stud. Like you, just a stud.
Just a stud.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Nicky Rod.
Dude.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, how do you stay away from girls? He's like, I don't chase girls. Look at me. I don't look. Why would I don't chase girls.
Why would I?
Yeah. Look at me.
That's awesome.
Justin, thank you so much for coming on. You the man.
Heck yeah, man. Dude, anytime.
All you numbnuts who didn't call in, who were too scared, you
I was
dropped
actually going to
the
say that. I just
fucking
got a text.
ball.
I just got a text. They said the number wasn't working.
Oh, really?
Call and it said that it was disconnected. Yeah.
No. Oh, here we go.
Could have been the guy that took the belt, Justin. He could have
Hey.
called.
Hey, you're lucky. Before we kick Justin off the show, you get the last question. What's up, brother? Caller.
Oh, is it?
Yes. One more time.
And that's a swing and a miss.
Hello, caller. Caller.
I don't have a question. I just saw the number. Love you guys.
You the man. Love you too, dude.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. All right, Justin. Thank you. Maybe something's fucked up with the internet here, because this phone's on internet calling. So maybe that's what it is.
Someone else has internet problems. Now it's you. Come on now.
I know.
For a living or something.
Get him.
Oh wait. Okay. Here's one. Here. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. You know, maybe it is my fault. Travis, what's up, brother?
Sevan,
Yes.
this is the show of guys who look like thumbs with mustaches and floppers, and you got the champ.
I know. It's crazy.
Who did you stroke off to get this guy?
Hey, it's only because I'm sponsored by Monster too, so they fucking hook it up. I get to interview all the Monster athletes now.
We got connections.
Yeah.
I love it.
Travis,
No,
anything you want to
that's
say to
cool.
Mr. Medeiros?
No, other than like he said, he likes to be the underdog, and my God, the guy just keeps coming back and stomping everybody. It's amazing.
You think he's going to win this year?
Yeah.
No, wrong answer. You're supposed to say, fuck no. He's washed up.
I know because when
Sevan's
Rogue
job.
came around, I'm like, I don't know, and he just made everybody look bad.
Dude, those
There's
last
no-
three
there's no way.
events, those last 3 events at the game, he proved it all.
Oh God, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
The thing that impressed me the most, like with Rogue, is when I look at Justin, he doesn't look like this physical specimen, and the strength movements, it was crazy.
Yeah. One more,
all-
Justin.
it's all
One more.
there.
Let's see one more.
Yeah,
Ooh.
there it is.
Fuck yourself, Travis.
He's hyping me up
All
right
right, I'll let you go.
All right. Love you, buddy. Thanks. Bye. All right, dude. You the man.
now. Heck yeah, dude. Guys.
You're always welcome on the show. Tell your mom and dad love them. And I just want to say, I feel like we clicked.
All right. That's all I was shooting for here.
Yeah. And squeeze Adam Knifer's butt for me. What?
Said I wanted that spark, you know?
You got it.
Rekindling the flame.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
Justin.
All right. Yeah.
Bye.
See you guys.
Appreciate it, brother.
I kicked the guest. Oh, he quit too. Wow.
Kick the guest. Don't try to.
I can't believe I can't. We just had Justin Medeiros on. See if he will wear CEO shirt at the games. I know. I need to send him one. I can't even get the like. I asked Colton and Taylor if they would wear them, and they said yes. And then I tried to send them shirts, and they still haven't gotten their shirts. Paper Street Coffee. Yes, thank you. I'm so excited about the. By the way, Miranda and Julian Alcaraz are coming on the show. They are the founders of Street Parking. They may be the largest business besides Rogue to break out of the to grow out of the CrossFit ecosystem. It's really crazy. It's awesome. Oh, look, there she is.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, Julian got so young and cute. Last time I saw him, he's a grown ass man, all buff and shit.
Mono, that's Sevan and that's Matt.
Hey, I like it how you have a. Were you just teaching him Spanish? You're using like a Spanish accent.
Yeah, so my brother's really sick, so we're gonna go to the zoo tomorrow.
To the zoo tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I go when I'm
Horrible.
sick too. I almost got canceled for that. When I told people I had COVID, I just went about my daily life. People didn't like that so much.
Okay, so I gotta go play my Legos now.
I'm gonna go play my Legos.
Peace
Bye,
out.
buddy.
When you
Bye.
make something, bring it over here and show them because they want to see it. Okay, go make something and then bring it back.
Yeah.
Oh, now I hear a deep voice.
I hear that.
Is Julian coming in?
Yeah, he brought the Legos.
Julian and Miranda, or as Dave calls him, Julian.
I know.
What is that about?
You know,
It's like he hasn't been able to figure it out in like 7 years.
Look, we gotta revoke his fucking Mexican card just to go over to his house and just take it. No, sorry.
I mean, one of the things I'll say is, you know, if I'm going to be close to somebody, then, you know, I tell them Julian. But if it's like a barista or somebody that I just give my name to put my name on a drink,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's Julian. So we got to clear things up. He's got to understand that if we're trying to hit the friendship, you know.
He loves you. I remember when you were testing the events in for the CrossFit Games down in Encinitas.
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember it was when I was like hating on you, and he's like, nah, this.
Oh yeah, because you were avoiding him.
Yeah, and he's like, nah, this Julian guy's cool. He's cool as shit. I'm like, what? Dave didn't like nobody. So you won him over. He definitely should be calling you Julian. So July 3rd, 2nd and 3rd. Tell me what is going on. For those of you who don't know, Miranda and Julian are the founders of Street Parking. And I know you guys all know what Street Parking is. And if you don't know, maybe I'll ask them what it is in just a minute. But tell me about this event. Look at. Sometimes people post bats. When your guys around, people post keys. Oh,
Right.
shit. Oh, shit.
It's a calling. It really is a calling, you know. I think we're proud of our community, how they really rally behind things, you know. It's pretty special. We, you know, the amount of members that have tattoos of keys now has gone past at least 10.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I remember some chick got a TDC tattoo once, like his logo. I was like, wow.
What?
And you got 10.
Yeah, we do. And at first it was really weird because we're like, oh my gosh, like what if we go bankrupt? Like I don't want that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
You know, what if Miranda
What if we switch to Pilates?
Yeah, like, you know, but the more and more like we're around and like seeing how many people really are bought in deeply to what has been created, it's just it is an honor at this point. I mean, I have a key tattoo on my forearm as well because
Can I see?
Yeah, it's just
oh, dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you know, it's life changing. So at the end of the day, no matter what, street parking already like changed our lives, whether it's, you know, around for 20, 30 years or not. You know, it's put us in an opportunity where we are now. So it's staple for sure.
And what's going on at the ranch on July 2nd and 3rd? And why did you guys choose the ranch?
Make another one, buddy.
Show him.
Another tower, okay?
Nice.
Wow, that's a first. It's an original creation. That's an NFT that will be sold for $30 million. Check out my NFT account at Sevan Matosian NFTs. Thank you.
I was not at the original 2007 CrossFit Games, but I was there in 2008 and 2009. And the vibes were just so awesome. And it's so much of what I feel street parking has now. Like I rolled up to the CrossFit Games in 2008 and you just like sign up, right? You're just like, oh yeah. And they're like, cool, you're in heat 4 or whatever. And everybody's doing the workouts, but they're in different order. And
yeah, you got to choose your order. Remember that shit?
Yeah. And we were getting like burned by the mats and like there was dirt everywhere and snakes everywhere. And
dogs running into the event.
I'm not like selling this event very well right now, but it's not that. That's not what we're doing. But it was just such like a family barbecue, get together, hang out, meet people that are on the same wavelength as you. And then I did a bunch of seminars there, obviously when I was working for the seminar team. And it just seemed like a cool opportunity and a cool venue because it's a place that a lot of people are interested in going to see. And it's not available. Like you can't just roll up there and go see it anytime. So when Dave was not with CrossFit anymore, I guess maybe I took advantage of our friendship and him not having something to do for a few weeks. And I was like, hey man, can we come use your spot? And he was into it. So it's going to be great.
Dave, I know you were making $40,000 a month while working for CrossFit. We will drop one of those O's and give you $4,000 to use the ranch for the weekend.
Basically.
And he's like, thank you. Thank you.
No, and you know, it's just it was honestly like it blew up bigger than we expected it to. Like it was more just like, hey, we haven't done a meetup in California for a while. This is a cool spot. Dave's cool, and can we use your place, basically? And he was into it, and then people got really excited about it. And so yeah, I did a post on my Instagram the other day. It's not a competition. Like every couple hours, the workout or the event that will be going on like the main area right in front of the big door will change. If you want to do all of them, you can do all of them. If you want to do none or one or whatever, we're going to do a cool like ruck that he's going to clear the I guess it's like a 3-mile loop that they did at the games in 2020.
Yeah.
And we're going to take people on that. And we're going to do some cool stuff with like, we've got like 25 assault bikes and 25 rowers that we're going to be setting up one morning for like a team, like endurance thing. But then also we've got, you know, a slip and slide, and we've got a DJ coming that'll be there all day long, and just games and a place to hang out. And Dave's big thing is he wants to play knockout.
Oh yeah. There'll be a knockout.
Oh,
yeah, there'll be a knockout tournament for sure.
It's going to be nuts. Will you play, Caleb? Could you, there's a video she made where she talks about, it's not a competition. Can you pull that up? I think it was on her. I think this is an important part. You're pretty emphatic about it here.
Hey, watch Mama.
Watch my video.
It's just real quick, because tickets for the public to come to the Meetup Fitness Freedom on July 3rd at Dave Castro's Ranch go on sale tomorrow. And I want to give you a little insight on what to expect at a street parking meetup like this one. Number one, most important thing, this is not a competition. You do not have to be a certain fitness level to participate. There are no judges that will be judging your movement. Okay, it's all about having a good time. There will be tons of different ways that you can participate, workouts, fun toys that Dave has there at the ranch that you can play with, like the Big Bobs and the worms and things like that. There will be vendors there, food, music. We got a slip and slide going, places for you to hang out. It's all about celebrating that fitness is for everyone and that it's not a one size fits all thing. It's our belief within street parking, and we would love to have you come check it out and see what we're all about. Hey guys, just make.
That's awesome.
I muted Miranda and Julian. They're back. I'm going for sure. I'm stoked that it's only 11 miles from my house. I'm stoked. Susan's going. I wonder if what's that girl's name? Is her name Denise? She's frequently listens to the show. I wonder if she's a street parking member. Did you recognize her? That girl who said I bought a ticket?
Oh, I didn't see that pop up. I don't know. I mean, we have sold. So we opened it up to street parking members first a couple weeks ago. And so Saturday is just for street parking members and guests, like anyone that they bring with them, which is typically how we do our meetups. This is not the first big meetup that we've done. We did a summer camp in 2019. We've done Vegas twice. And they just got back from Jacksonville, which that was like with the Go Ruck crew at the Sandlot Jacks event. But yeah, usually we don't open it up to the public at all. Usually it's just street parking members. So Saturday is just street parking members and guests, and that sold out within a couple hours.
Wow.
So we got 100 people that are coming to that. And then
where are those people going to stay? Are people sleeping there in tents?
So 42 people purchased camping, which I think is capped at 50. Dave told us to cap it at 50. And then everybody else has been just like going to hotels and Airbnbs and all that kind of stuff.
Wow, man, the people who are camping there are going to be stoked.
Yeah, we got some good porta potties for them with showers and stuff like that.
It's a good spot. It's
Nice.
good. I camped there a bunch during the games. 2008, 2009 games. I slept in a motorhome there, and tons of people were in tents and motorhomes. It's crazy. It's a great spot.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then what happened? Who can come on the 3rd? That's the day. Like
anyone.
And it's basically just a party, and you can come there and work out. Will there be alcoholic adult beverages there?
Yeah, so we've got some food trucks coming. So instead of us trying to cook and everything like that, we hired a couple food trucks that are going to roll up. On Sunday morning, we're going to do that 3-mile ruck, and anybody can come to that. And then we have a breakfast. Podium is sponsoring, the pancake breakfast both days.
Wow.
And then after that, like I said, there'll be like rotating stuff that's going on. Every couple hours it'll change, and there'll be the knockout going and the slip and slide and the music and just hanging out. But yeah, anybody can come to that.
Is Matt going to be there? Is Fraser coming to the ranch to make pancakes?
Not that I know of.
No, I don't think so. One of the things, like when we partnered up with Podium, we did it. It wasn't even based off of like who's a part of it. It was more of like I met Paul, and I thought Paul was a good dude.
Who's Paul?
Paul's one of the owners of Podium.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the things that I told him, he was like, "Who do you want me to bring?" I was like, "You and your company, just so because it's your product that we're trying to share."
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like our community, we want to make sure that like our members are more of like the celebrities within the community. It's not really, oh, we're gonna bring this person, we're gonna bring this person. It's like, yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna be there or not, but it wasn't thrown out there at all because that's just not really how we don't care.
But it's interesting you say that because the location is so iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a person, obviously, but it is an iconic location. And I guess location, Matt, I mean, like you did in Vegas, that's an iconic location also. Are you surprised that so many people are coming because it is off the beaten path a little bit?
No. So when we did summer camp back in 2019, and our membership has grown exponentially since then, obviously with the shutdowns and everything, we sold out of that. We had like 300 people sleeping in bunk beds at a kid's summer camp for like 3 nights, bringing their families and everything. And that was like a couple of years ago. So we know how excited our members get anytime we do, a big meetup and a big get together. We got people flying from all over the place that are going to come.
I'm pumped to see your event, because I really want to throw an event there, like probably like 6 months after your event, and it's going to be called the California Hormones Games, and it's going to be the CrossFit Games but with no testing, where people will be scrutinized. They'll be the exact opposite of the street parking event. It'll be heavily judged and scrutinized, and it's instead of divisive instead of a community event.
And just egos everywhere.
Yeah.
Just biggest, most massive egos, and people don't want to talk to each other or make friends with each other at all.
Maybe the street parking vibe will be so good, those guys will just show up there, those guys and gals, and just turn into marshmallows. Just be like, oh. Was this something that you knew when it popped in your head? Did you think it was realistic? You and Julian think it was realistic to get that venue for the event?
Yeah. I mean, me and Dave are pretty close, and Julian, like you said, he loves Julian. So yeah. We had been talking a little bit about what was going on with his life before I brought that up. Like, it wasn't like, I haven't talked to you for 2 years, let me just ask you if I can come use your house.
Right.
We had been, oh my goodness, we got a massive tower coming in here.
Nice.
Every kid needs a massive tower. Let's see. This is our second NFT.
It won't even fit in the screen.
No.
What is it?
It's kind of like a hat,
It's a hat.
but it's not kind of like a tower.
Oh, it's not a tower.
Yeah, a big tall hat.
Okay, go make another one.
I love it when my kids draw a picture of their mom and I think it's a picture of me, or vice versa. Or it's like a potato, but I think it's me. I'm like, oh, you drew a picture of me. They're like, no, that's a potato. I'm like, oh, sorry. Miranda, what is street parking?
Street parking is a no nonsense. I'm going to give you like our mission statement. I'm going to try to remember it off the top of my head. Is a no nonsense, authentic fitness community committed to providing real people the tools they need to take control of their fitness.
Okay. What does no nonsense mean?
We're not going to try to upsell you on stuff that you don't need so that we can make more money.
So Peloton.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're not gonna put our trainers in glittery makeup and tell them to be over the top and pretend to be something that they're not, so that it gets more likes on Instagram.
It's interesting. I was talking with Caleb and Matt yesterday, and I was like, this podcast is nothing about this podcast is serious, and it's what I take it more serious than anything in my life besides my kids. Nothing about it is serious, but it is the most fucking serious thing in my fucking life. And it's fucking really serious. And so when I heard that it's no nonsense, I know there's a paradox there, because on one hand, it's like no nonsense. Come here and it's a fucking community and get healthy and embrace your peers and like, let's lift each other up. But then you also say, hey, no one's there to judge your movements. Right?
Absolutely.
You don't have to work out.
Yeah, I think, one of the things we're always very transparent with the community is just fitness is only one piece of the puzzle. Like if you think, your life's going to change just with fitness alone, then that's not true.
Right.
You got to balance it out with, the nutrition, your lifestyle. And I think that's why we do show, our family a lot within our community, and just and share that as because it's growing as well as the street parking businesses, I mean, so, and that's the reality of it is, right. We always tell our members, like, look, we go live and we show how chaotic it is to try to work out with kids. It's not always, let me capture this 15-second to 30-second clip of them finally picking up their barbell and doing something. And then let me just share this with you. It's chaotic, right. And, making sure that they don't always really attach it to performance. It's like movement. You just keep moving, keep going, stay consistent. And we're going to be through through all stages of the members' lives, pretty much. Right. Because we get it.
And the interesting thing is I think when I say we're not going to judge your movement, it's we're not going to no rep each other's videos on the Facebook group. We're not going to call people out for, if somebody hasn't worked out for 6 years and they feel comfortable enough, even though they're super chubby or whatever, to post something on the Facebook group. The last thing they need is somebody saying like, oh, your wall ball target looks a little low or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we don't have a leaderboard for that reason, because then people start bickering and saying like, who's this guy? And I bet he wasn't even doing this or that, or it looks like his box was only 22 inches and not 24. And it becomes about nonsense, basically. And we do celebrate consistency, though. Like, we have so many trackers.
Our third NFT of the day.
To celebrate consistency. So they're on our platform, on our app. They can earn badges for all sorts of things, but none of them are ever around performance. They're all around showing up and just being consistent. And whether that's at the foot of your bed or you're in a really fancy, nice gym or whatever, we're not going to sell you toe spacers if you haven't worked out for 6 years. Like, I'm not saying I'm not saying there's anything wrong with toe spacers, but like,
you watch out. I'm getting ready to do a Love Line show with Danielle Brandon. You be nice, Miranda. I'm getting ready to do a Love Line show with that girl.
People are at, like, if they're worried about toe spacers and they still haven't like actually gotten 3 weeks worth of consistency in, then we need to like take it back a few steps, and I feel like the fitness industry is really good at selling you things you don't need long before you'll ever need them, or if maybe you never will. I've never used a toe spacer and I'm okay.
And you're placing the incentive on the right things. Yeah, you're placing the incentive on the right thing. It's about just celebrating them doing the work regardless of the circumstances. There's our fourth one. Selling them.
Julian, what were you going to say?
I think one of the things that's helped us out a lot in general has been able to, the fact that both Miranda and I have both been there at the top level. And so if anybody ever questions kind of where we're coming from, it's easy for us to speak from experience. Be like, look, like, that's not necessary. Let's strip away all the things that now work even for us now as parents, as we have a family, and look at the consistency even in our journey as parents, as business owners. We still prioritize our health and fitness, right? And simplifying that to a point that is attainable for the everyday person. Obviously we both know how to turn it on, as and be able to reach a level of intensity that is extremely effective to be able to maintain a certain aesthetic or a certain result. But the biggest message for us is just showing people what consistency truly looks like. I've seen some athletes, and it's kind of sad, that fallen off, that were competitors, and you can't even recognize them. You're like, what? Who is this? Like,
who?
Oh, I'm not gonna say that. I mean, and because they've also reached out and they've expressed how much they've appreciated, and they are part of the program now. They're like, this is so sustainable for us, and I think the fact that, like I said, Miranda and I have been there, it gives a level of comfort for all levels of individuals. So it's been great.
Maybe Hippensteel thought he was doing a street parking event. He didn't realize he was competing at the CrossFit Games. I don't know if you're following the drama around him.
The only reason that I know about that, and actually I was going to bring this up as he was speaking, is we do have people in our community that are still not high-level competitors, but people who are interested in local competitions or who do the Open. And then we had a bunch of people who did whatever the stage was after the Open. See, I don't even know.
Either just CrossFit.
And we can give them advice too, like how to attack the workouts, or what of our programming they can use to improve their weaknesses and things like that. So we do have people in the community like that. The reason that I know about the Hippensteel thing is because there's actually like a subgroup within street parking that's the unofficial
poor Hippensteel.
Unofficial street parking CrossFit chit chat, and they talk about all things CrossFit, and they are still super in it. And I'm in that group because I want to see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They don't really comment or say anything very often.
This poor guy. This poor guy is a stud. He's the fucking greatest fucking old man CrossFitter who ever fucking lived. But he turned in this video this year, and it's a fucking mess.
I think it was a deadlift, right? Or like something.
No, it's everything. The clean was wrong. The muscle ups were wrong. He instead of doing box step ups, he did pistols, and the pistols weren't deep enough. I mean, he did overhead squats, and the bar was touching his head. The whole thing was a fucking shit show. I mean, it was a shitload of work and a crazy effort.
Yeah.
But he finished in first place, and everything is wrong. The burpees, sometimes his chest wasn't touching the ground. But I mean, if he was a street parking guy, he'd be a fucking king.
Yeah, we'd be like, you know what, fitness, what you want.
Yeah, look at this. The workout step ups, and he's doing like, it's a fucking mess.
Hey, in his defense, CrossFit put some weird wording about the pistols.
Yes,
versus
they did.
step-ups, so
CrossFit
it
said you
wasn't like-
may do pistols.
Right.
Boy, it was so weird.
Whoa.
You know, I have seen what's going on with this controversy or this drama, and
Yeah.
I have multiple opinions on it.
Okay, let's hear.
Well,
I didn't think the show was going to go here. I love this, though. I love this.
Okay, so there's two sides of the coin, right? There's the side of the coin as far as the competitor side, where if you're in his shoes, you got to own up to that and be like, all right, look, I've proven myself. Clearly what I did. I'm going to stick to the rules. Like, I'm not. It doesn't feel good. I'm not going to advance. Like, I completely F this whole process up. That's kind of like, as a good sportsman and of this caliber, I think that'll probably be the best approach. On the other side of the coin, it's like, leave this fucking guy alone. Like, he's 60 something fucking years old and he's crushing the shit out of the fitness. Yep. And like, at the end of the day, he didn't submit a good video, but clearly he's been a champion the past previous years. So like, there's two sides to look at it. On the mentality of the competitor, bro, you didn't do it the way it was asked. Like, you got to own up to that. That's unfortunate because we do know you're a beast. Yeah. On the other side of the thing is like, God, you guys are fucking annoying. Like, he's fucking awesome. Like, he's an inspiration. Like, he really is. So anyway,
he's in a tough spot, right? Because I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about him. Not one person.
Yeah. So,
but he's being used as this example to say CrossFit's a shit show.
Yeah, and that sucks because it's an easy target, and you can see why. But anyway, that's my short opinion. There's no really I hope he makes the best decision for what position he's in. But I think he great athlete. He so he'll be around.
I think because of it, he dropped out of the competition this year.
Oh.
I don't think he was on the leaderboard anymore.
I say, well, I mean, it's but yeah, that was just a quick opinion on that.
Another crazy thing also is that his video was unlisted, and someone sent the link to Andrew Hiller. So I mean, it's vicious. Yeah, I should send Hip and Still a CEO shirt. You're right. That would make him feel better. Okay, I'm on that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too with our group, right? We do have a lot of people that are still ingrained in the culture of what CrossFit is, and we're very. I think that's where the experience that Miranda and I, even just our coaches panel in general, have. If there is somebody that is going to approach a competition that has to do with CrossFit or something, where there is standards enforced, then yes, we're quick to tell them like, all right, we're not going to be lenient on you. Like, this is what they're going to look for in the standards. You should probably practice your fitness in this way. Okay. But for the 99% of the individuals that are part of this community, just be proud of your movement. And there's always room for improvement, but we're also very limited with, at the end of the day, we are an online fitness community. That is one of our disadvantages, is that we don't have the ability to be there as like opposed to an affiliate or a one-on-one coach. You're able to correct those flaws, right? Or just help them improve in a more, a hands-on approach. But we're very aware of that. But if people submit or ask questions, and most likely it is a lot of the competitors or the people that want to do competitions, then we'll help them out for sure. But yeah, I think that's what like I said, that really helps Street Parking out a lot, that we know how to bridge the gap between both worlds, or, the everyday fitness person, as well as the recreational competitor, as opposed to like the, like I said, you have Justin Medeiros or people that are trying to compete to the games. Like, look, honestly, you might need to, we're probably not the right program for you. You're going to need to structure your training differently. And, but we're here for when you're not in that phase of your life.
Are kids welcome to the event?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How about if I have 3 kids?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're bringing our 3 boys.
Yeah, Knox will be there.
What if I have 5 kids?
That's fine.
Sure.
Are you counting me as one?
Hey, tell them that you're going to go to California.
I just go to California.
You are. Speaking of California, how is Washington? Are you guys liking it? Is there any chances you guys would move? You guys happy there? Like, what's going on?
I mean, Portland's not the greatest, and that's the biggest.
You're outside you're north of Portland, right? I know Portland does look like a complete shit show.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes away, but it's the city that we would go to go do cool stuff, because it's the closest one to us, but we just don't go there, basically. But yeah, it's beautiful here. It's not as cheap as it was when we moved here, that's for sure.
No, it's been great. Honestly, it's been California was a distraction.
I know. I spoke to you guys about that, specifically LA. I mean, if you think LA is a mess too. So, I mean, you guys kind of got out of there at the right time.
Yeah. It's just in general, like I think cities with large populations don't allow you to really focus as much as you can. Being over here has allowed us to kind of stay in our own bubble and focus on the most important thing, which is our family, and a culture and an environment that allows us to just let them thrive, be outside in nature, and like let's go. And it's not overly crowded. We're in a great neighborhood, and it was very affordable for us. Way more than Irvine was at the time. And just in general, being able to be close to the coast, where my dad's up there as well. Obviously, being able to venture into different things like investing in real estate as well has been good to us in this area, which has been great. But most importantly, I think the focus is the biggest key. It allows our whole team to focus as well, and just focus on like good core values. So,
how many people you're in Vancouver, Washington?
Mm-hmm.
And how many people in the town?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
How many people live in the city?
Like, do you have stoplights and shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on.
I would compare.
Okay.
I would. Yeah, it's
There was a Whole Foods here when we first got here.
Yeah,
It's gone?
Yeah.
They
I
were
think
a little
they
too
built it a
early.
little too early.
Okay.
There you go.
So it's a suburb of Portland.
it's a suburb
Yeah.
of Portland. Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, like you got tech companies out here, HP's out here.
If you go north another 30 miles, does it turn into the country?
Even 30 miles now is starting to push to more developed areas, like more commercialized, because people are starting to push out.
It depends on which direction you go. You could go.
Yes.
You could go 20 miles in some directions and be pretty
Yes.
isolated.
This I'm switching back to the event. This is your fourth. Okay, yeah, let's check it out. So you're right across the river. There's Portland. God, every time I say that city's name, there's this whole like diatribe that I have to push down.
So when you're pushing out towards that battleground Ridgefield area, I would say that's when you're starting to get to like not as, you're going super suburb there, but there's a lot of development pushing out towards those areas, and it starts to become a little bit more on the conservative side of things for sure. There's less bleed through of Portland population going into those areas as opposed to Vancouver.
How close are you guys to the ocean from there?
The coast, if you're going to go more west, you're looking at 90 miles west. There it is.
Okay. Have you guys been over there? Rockaway Beach?
Yeah, so Tillamook, if you look at Tillamook there, that's where I grew up. And
Oh, wow.
a couple investments there in that Netarts Bay area that do really well. Yeah,
Do you have any family there?
my dad's over there.
Okay, that's right. You said that. Wow. I had no idea you grew up there. When you this will be your fifth event, your fifth annual street parking gathering?
Vegas camp.
Yeah, we're
Hawaii
gonna go to
twi- Did we go to Hawaii twice?
We did go to Hawaii twice.
We did the trail run a couple times. Sixth maybe. I don't know. There's like kids and events and who knows.
This is an annual event though, right?
No, this is the
No.
first time launching it. I did talk to Dave and said like,
What do you mean this is the first time? I thought this was like a regular thing you did.
No, the Fitness Freedom one. This is the first Fitness Freedom one.
yes. So when you say annualized event, like we have like Vegas will be going back annually because it's, but
Yeah.
the ranch was more, we didn't really have plans to have further meetups at the ranch. This was kind of like a, hey,
So basically what happened was I took a step back from work because I was getting ready to have the baby. And when I have free time, stuff like this happens. I like all of a sudden will like message our whole team and be like, hey, we're having a huge 500 person event that you guys need to Or like if we go on vacation, we come back with some like whole new thing that we gotta make. So I had
So this thing could be like a baby Arnold. This is a this is like a, maybe that's not right. This is like a, Greg would always talk about how he wished the games would have been more like the Woodstock of fitness.
Yeah.
This is more like a place where you bring your kids and they play and it's like-minded people. This is a like a Shakespearean festival, but like a fitness festival. But like some people might be barefoot.
Yeah,
sure. You could be barefoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were telling, I was telling Dave when I went up recently to go get some of the promo content that, based off how he feels about it, because hearing what he kind of wants to get back to, and obviously the future is undecided because there's so much up in the air. But to keep things short, because obviously we don't want to tease people too much, this could have the potential to be something that launches into a tour if it works out and it's enjoyable, So
I was kind of surprised to see that first post that Caleb put up when it said Fitness Freedom. It feels like it's a fair. You know what I mean? Like I imagine hay bales and my kids like, on the, maybe like my 13-year-old boy getting his first kiss up with a girl under the bleachers, and then some teenagers maybe like, smoking some weed and doing pull-ups, and then some other people like doing a pickup football game like next to Dave's cows. Like I'm starting to get this like, what?
Why?
I don't know. I'm just getting that feeling just when I think of the ranch. It's just a fun place, like it's like you hug people there you just met at this event.
Absolutely.
100%. Yeah, that's what we're all, you're all of a sudden you're in a slip and slide with a stranger. Like, you know.
And when the slip and slide tears, it's like 30 dudes like run to their car to see who can duct tape it back together. Like a race to fix it.
And that's the thing, because I know like we always ride this line of we have a really awesome professional team that can do anything, right? But we always are very careful, and this is not just in our in-person events, but in our content too. The moment something's too polished, the moment people don't connect to it anymore. And so one of the things that we've always been conscious of is that. And so even though we have the capability of making something like this look a lot more less like the hay bales and things like that, we're not going to do that because we want that vibe. And
do you have problems connecting with Julian? He's pretty fucking polished. Look at that face. Look at that. That thing is polished.
When I met him, though, he had no chest hair and he was a lot more like, a lot more clean.
Okay. All right.
So we've brought it down a few notches.
All right. You're connecting. You guys are like avatars. You plugged your tails in together. What is Smoky? Someone was comparing that event to. I said Woodstock and someone said Smoky. Is that some sort of event?
No, I think he was commenting on your, hitting the J and doing some pull-ups there.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't approve of it, but like I know what kids do. I know what some of the kids do. I know. I'm trying to think of how good the cell phone service is there too. I can't remember if it's good or not, but I think people. Go ahead.
It's pretty good. When we were out there, I was able to. Yeah, it's okay. We're looking at 2 bars depending on your service.
Well, Dave had said his Wi-Fi was broken though. I told him to fix it.
Yeah, I think Wi-Fi there is like they're in the Stone Ages.
So fitness freedom, the phrase is something that we've used for a while. Okay. And it's not associated with the event. It's like a hashtag and a phrase that we've used for a long time, because people will be like, they'll come from a CrossFit gym background and they'll say, am I allowed to use 20-pound dumbbells, even though it says the suggested weight is 25? Or am I allowed to use a shorter box? And we're like, you're allowed to do whatever. You can hip and steal this thing if you want to.
And people will be cheering your shit on.
Just do it. Am I allowed to use a different type of bike? Am I allowed to switch the movements up? Am I allowed to use one weight for the deadlifts and another weight for the push press? Absolutely. Like, go for it. Go, use the workouts as a template. And that might sound to some people like sloppy coaching. But that's exactly what happens in the affiliate, right? You like look at your person and you're like, well, this dude can't run, so I'm going to throw him on the bike. And this dude, he's strong enough in the deadlift, but he's maybe recovering from a shoulder injury. So I'm going to give him dumbbells for the push press and have him go a little bit lighter. A good coach actually does that. And it's not just like willy nilly. We give them advice on how to do that and when to do that and why to do that. And, but at the end of the day, we're always like, you know what? Fitness freedom. You want to combine Tuesdays and Wednesdays workouts? Go for it.
Oh, I like it. Okay. I was taking it somewhere completely else. I like it. It. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll leave my rifle at home then. Fine. Fine. I'll leave my rifle. So you guys had baby number 3. How long ago did that happen?
9 weeks.
So you got a 9-week-old?
Yeah, my mom is here. Actually, she's in town. She got here yesterday, so she's holding him right now.
And what's that like? What's a 9-week-old baby like?
Just no sleep and just need like I'm like a dairy cow at this point. Like it's just...
I've always thought that about you. I'm like, that's a dairy cow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see Crew get born?
Yeah, look, that's a Crew.
Yeah.
He's my little brother.
Yeah. And you saw him come out in the bathtub, huh?
Yeah.
If you were to try to write down everything that I'm grateful for you, for there would not be enough. Wait. If I were to try to write down everything that I'm grateful for you grateful for you, for there would not be enough space. Just know I always am, and I love you. Let me translate that for you. Julian is saying he loves the fuck out of her. There's not enough space to write down how great she is. Thank you guys for coming on. When I saw your post yesterday, I got really excited. Like at first I was thinking to myself, man, I don't want to, I hate getting out of my comfort zone. But when I saw that you were opening it up to like the world on July 3rd and that people could get tickets, where do they go to get tickets? What's the website?
There's tickets just on streetparking.com. There's a link if you go to like my bio or the bio of at Street Parking. It'll take you directly to the Fitness Freedom page. But if you just go to streetparking.com, you should be able to find it also.
So we can go there.
Also, really quick, I just have to appreciate your Disney episode.
Oh.
Hey, I don't know how I feel about that episode, but I was shocked. I was damaged.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, we used to have annual passes for that before when we had Knox, and it was uncomfortable going there every time for that.
It's a drug addicts convention. It's really just where people go to eat sugar. There were just rows of people just eating sugar, by the thousands.
I remember there was one experience that really blew me away, and I never care. I can care how people raise their kids. That's on them. But I remember, like, I have it kind of planned out where I know where I can go eat. That's going to not make me sick, and that's usually nothing inside of Disneyland or California Adventure. It's mostly in downtown Disney. There's like a restaurant, like a burger restaurant, but they also have like this crazy milkshake machine bar. Like, I forget what that restaurant's called. Anyway, you can order yourself a ground turkey patty and some greens and stuff. But I remember this parent was asking their daughter, they're like, probably 9 years old, hey, like, what do you want to eat? She's like, oh, can I just get like a salad? He's like, really? He's like, you don't want like one of those milkshakes or anything? And for a moment, it like triggered me, and I was like, hey, what's wrong with the salad?
Right.
Anyway, it blew my mind, but yeah, it is set up. It sets you up for not good habits for sure. It is just you feel bad, honestly.
I felt really bad with the kids because the kids were so obese that their bodies will forever be changed from what they've been taught at this point. Now, if you're an adult, it's on you, but the kids, man, 8-year-old kids by the thousands there that are just,
you know that people, they don't know. Like, people just genuinely don't know. And I think they just have such a bad image of what, like, you know, healthy change looks like as opposed to feeling attacked. And you're just like, the future is not heading in the right direction for a big population of the world. It's not even.
It looked like the collapse of society, to be honest with you. To me, it looked like the fall of like, it looked like the collapse of society. Society will not be able to carry, no pun intended, the weight of that many sick people. It was too many.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're not alone in those feelings. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Knox wants to tell them something really quick before we hang up. He said he wants to talk to them.
So we gotta get tickets for the zoo so we can go. So we can when's Ben's birthday tomorrow? We're gonna go to the zoo to get tickets and go.
Save some energy for the street parking gathering on July 3rd. And by the way, I want to say something about that Disneyland episode. A gentleman did reach out to us who said that he lost 120 pounds and he's kept it off for 4 years, and he's coming on the show in 3 weeks. And that's the kind of stuff I want to do also. I want to make sure like every month we get someone. If anyone has any stories out there of successful, healthy lifestyle changes, you're always welcome on the show. So bam.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm pumped.
We'll see you soon. We're gonna see you soon.
Okay, cool.
And really quick, that guy that hopped on your podcasting last night, I think he was in his van or something. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, Gary Roberts. Yeah. We're gonna get Gary all juiced up.
You had asked him about like how come he's not working out anymore.
Yeah.
No, Gary doesn't work out anymore.
Well, I was listening as I was like putting crew to sleep, and I said, if you connect him with us, we'll get him set up with the street parking.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's because I felt bad. I was like, bro, like just because you have to, like, I get it, like having kids and everything, and we both get it, but like we got to get you to a point of simplicity again. like, let's keep you on it. And so I commented, I was like, Sevan, get a hold of me so that way we can get him set up at the street parking membership.
That's awesome. Okay, that's crazy too, because I actually reached out to one of our benefactors and I said, hey, can we get him a membership at some sort of gym next to him? But I will definitely, the street parking would be awesome. Let me ask you this. Sorry, before you go. Sorry. What about the accountability thing? Like the immediate thing that pops in my head was I was like, okay, I was going to get him a membership at some CrossFit gym near him, so he had the accountability to go in there and make sure. How do people feel that? And maybe they don't. But how do they feel that healthy peer pressure that you feel in a CrossFit gym?
I would say
there's two ways I would answer that within the street parking community. One is just like any sort of affiliate. If you show up for a few months, people will notice that you're gone. So we have a really active Facebook group, really active, where people have met friends and now they're in text groups on the side and things like that. Obviously, you can't get the support of the group if you never show up, but that's the same as if you sign up for a CrossFit class and you only show up once a month. Like, you're never going to be part of that community if you do that. The other way is just how we've put together our platform, because there's all these different like badges, and when you do 75 workouts, we send you a free hoodie, and it's like we do earned gear and badges that people share and they get pumped about, and they can see their counters going up every time they log and every day. And we're adding some more stuff as well. We gamified it. Again,
I love it.
Not anything with scores, but consistency.
Right. You can see it. By the way, that is something that I learned from you. I always tripped my whole life that there were all these people with goals. And I never thought of myself as a goal-oriented person. And I've had some amazing successes in life. But the first time I had you on the show, I was scanning through all your posts, Miranda, and I saw that you had a post about habits, passion, and discipline. And I was like, oh shit, I have all three of those. And those were the components of what led to progress. You didn't even need a goal if you had good habits. And one of my habits is to always refine habits. But if you had habits, passion, and discipline, that the road was going to be plentiful. And you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're more about building habits for people than like having a weight loss goal or a deadlift goal or a mile time goal. It's just like, hey, more impressive would be a year of consistency, and where that takes you, it takes you.
And you got to also, like, when you can get to a point, of course, I understand the benefit of having the community, because that is such a big, important part. But then if you're able to get to a place of not relying on other individuals for your sustainability in your health and fitness, you've made it. Like, you have just crushed it now. And obviously, like, the community, the street park community is just so supportive online. So if you need that kind of support, that community's there. They're going to be extremely, supportive. But
it's so true. Because how many times have you heard of people who move away from their CrossFit gym and then they stop working out? That wasn't a habit. That
was Gary. He was there for 2 years, and then.
So again, like, it's like, or the shutdown happened and they just stopped working out.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I think that's why we have so many local meetups that happen across the country and all over the world now, actually. It's really cool to see that. If you look up the hashtag street parking, they'll get meetups all over, 10 to 50 to 100 people. And, so if you need that fixed, like, we have the members that go to one of those meetups and they just make good, strong connections. And now they've made their group of friends to stay in contact with, to help keep them accountable. And
Julian, what do you think that is?
On the legs.
You said something about my words, not yours, but when you finally reach a point where you don't need anything else and it's like all personal, like you just need you to do it. What do you think that is that clicks? Were you ever not like that?
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was a lot of self-development for myself as an individual, for sure. Because even it took me a while to branch away from, even when I was a competitor in 2016. That's why I didn't make it. I was relying on other individuals. I felt like I couldn't work out at home because I was like, nobody else is doing this. I need my group. And then it was that helped me see that, like, just know, like, you are great. Come up with your own things. You know yourself the most. You're able to take control of how you are going to approach fitness. And when I was able to do that in 2017, I actually attribute that to the success of almost like that comeback journey. I just stayed in my lane. I stayed the course. I focused on what I was, lacking or what I needed to improve on. And now that led me into when you can get to a point of knowing that you can take a couple days off or a week off and you don't stress about that throwing you off of your fitness. That's an amazing feeling.
A week off? Did you say a week?
Yeah, let's just say you're sick. Like when I got hit with COVID, I took I was out for 14 days. And not once was I was like, oh my gosh, I want to lose it. It's like, okay, it's gonna be annoying, but I can't wait to get back to it.
Did you still go out on walks though? Like I can't
I tried, but it hit me so bad. I got like a version of like the Mexican COVID that really just was like hit me hard because my mom went to go visit my brother out in TJ and she came and we picked her up and she just it transferred over to me. So it was like me and my mother and we were out. And it took me, I would say 3.5 weeks before I was able to get back into some kind of flow. And what's crazy is I was able to identify immediately how COVID attacks the lungs because my cardio and my aerobic capacity was just it was unbelievable how long it took me to get that back.
I mean, we're about to. So, Sevan, you remember?
By the way, my mom's writing. I'm inspired. You guys are amazing. I think she's talking about. I think she's talking about me and Matt. Like, holy shit! I can't believe you did 2 podcasts today, or 3, or whatever it is.
You remember in June of 2012 is when I was in that car accident, and we're about to put together a video showing 10 years of consistency because I mean. A week off for me is like, I mean, I broke my neck, then I tore my ACL. I've been pregnant 3 times, and that's all in the last 10 years. But you just keep moving through it, and you alter your movement, but once it's a habit, it's part of your identity. It's part of who you are. I didn't stop brushing my teeth during those phases. I didn't stop taking showers, maybe a few less, here and there. But once it becomes just a part of your routine and who you are, it looks different, but it's there always. And if you need other people around, if I need someone to come over and remind me to brush my teeth, then that's not good,
Yeah.
Well, it's a start, right? Like I just can't see ever, even when I was like, a couple weeks ago, I was so fucking sick. Like I was like, man, I shouldn't even be driving. I'm so sick. But I still went out to the garage and got on the assault bike and dressed as warm as I could, threw down 2 pints of water and just pedaled as slow as I could for 20 minutes.
Both of us are like that as well.
Yeah. And I just needed, and I felt incredible for an hour after that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was like at 50 RPMs, just chilling.
That's great.
But I felt for the hour after that, I was like, holy shit, I feel so much better. And then the sickness came back.
Yeah. Mama, look at these guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Can I bring my mom? I just
okay.
Sure. I want to get one of these guys.
Bring my mom. You got any old people? What's the oldest person in the street park?
Oh yeah.
We got people in their 70s.
I think they have their own Facebook group.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Oh yeah, they put together like a group.
My parents both do street parking.
They're in their 70s.
Oh shit! Awesome. Mm-hmm. My mom's over at Annie Sakamoto's gym. She's not going anywhere.
Oh.
She got I think Connor. You know Connor?
Uh-huh.
Connor's her coach. Is it Connor Murphy? Connor. She's like happy as a clam over there. But I'll still bring her over at the ranch and make her do some pistols or something. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay.
78. Wow. Good job, Mom.
Amazing. It was always good catching up with you.
Yep.
Now we'll see you out at the ranch.
Okay.
Matt, you go too?
Yeah.
Yes, Matt's going. And thanks for the offer for Gary. I'll make sure I extend that to him. I'm super excited.
You got it.
Eyes up.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Bye, Knox.
Bye.
Awesome.
That's my new thing. Instead of like we getting off, we just kick them to the curb. Connor Schmitz, Connor Murphy, Connor Schmitz. Damn it.
Connor Murphy.
I'm sorry. That's a tragedy. This is my first time. That's a tragedy. Yeah, Anna. That is a tragedy.
Maybe she's like working or something,
No one should be working.
Maybe just more international fans.
Wow, this is my first time catching one of these live. Thank you. It's a sad world. I mean, I guess it's a first step. You're hooked now. I hope you're hooked. Anna, normally we go on at 7 a.m. That's the goal, Pacific Standard Time. Do you see the guy that we're having on tomorrow? Oh, can you look up this guy's Instagram account? It's Joey Harrell. JoeHarrell.
Hey, what's going with this Rosa thing? Is this like, should we save this for another time or what?
What thing?
He was at like at the band or something at the hotel.
Oh yeah, I talked about that. Eric Rosa was at the hotel in in Colorado. He played music. I missed it. A bunch of people sent me pictures. I went home. I didn't party that night. I went back to my hotel. I was leaving to fly back home. But Rosa was there, at the hotel that Greg was at, playing in the lobby.
This is why we should have done it behind the scenes while you were out there. Exclusive content. Sign up for the newsletter.
Anna, you should definitely be listening to the show while you're at work.
What do you do, Anna?
Richard Margarine? Margarine?
It's Dick Butter.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's got 2?
Oh, shit. I'm such an idiot.
Is that Dick Butter's fighting?
What do you mean bring 7 a.m. back? What do you mean bring it back? It's like it's always
it was today.
Yeah, it was today.
It never left. It's tomorrow as well.
Yeah. What did you find his Instagram?
Is he this guy?
No. I always feel sorry for people when their IG just pops up. No, I don't know who this is. Santa Con. That guy's got a nice body though.
Hey, you know what's funny about that Santa Con thing? Just a super quick story is when they got popular in San Francisco, a group of robbers dressed up as Santa Clauses and went robbing.
Put it in private chat. You think that's a real thing, Santa Con?
It is a real thing. It was in San Francisco, and everybody dressed up as Santas. And these dudes went in there as Santas, robbed all the banks, and then went out back into the street. And when
what year was that? 1874?
No, dude, this is 1874. Look it up, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Man.
After play us this guy, and I want to see that story. That's like a movie. Susan's confused a movie with something in real life. Santa's robbing banks.
Like a bad Schwarzenegger film.
Okay, let's hear this guy. This guy's so great.
For Peter Griffin. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got you, boy. Rez, I'll protect. Yeah.
Bro, what?
Oh yeah, dude. I grabbed that guy by the cheeks. I held him down and I told him I'm your daddy. Yeah.
Thanks for making this game a little bit better.
Oh yeah, dude. Anytime.
I'm having a rough night. Yeah, this shit has not been very fun, man.
Oh, that's awesome. We are back with more.
Okay, let's play another one. So he goes on Twitch, or he goes on video games where there's like, I guess, thousands of people playing, millions of people, and he uses the Peter Griffith voice just to entertain them. Like for what are those called? First person shooters?
Yep. Yeah. FPS.
Oh my God, this guy says some disturbing things about Meg.
Meg is kind of cute. I don't know.
You know, I'm gonna pretend that I didn't hear that.
Yo, Peter, you want to see what I'm going to do to Meg?
Oh no. Oh my God, please don't. Oh my God. Oh. You know what? Yeah, dirty son of a. You know that? Oh my.
When I was looking up his name today, I found a video of some people just pretending to be Family Guy characters in first-person shooter games, and the person started off like, he goes, "I know this is kind of old and played out, but I'm going to just show you anyway." And it has 1.6 million views. Old and played out with 1.6 million views.
We need something old and played out.
Yeah, he should talk like that while I deadlift. Okay, so that guy's coming on tomorrow at 7 a.m. Thank you guys for checking in. What a great show, Justin Medeiros. That was awesome. We think he doesn't have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and we think that there was some healthy tension between him and Ellie Turner.
Mm-hmm.
We know Miranda and Julian are still boning because they got a third kid. And if you don't have your tickets for July 3rd at the ranch for Fitness Freedom or Freedom Fitness?
Fitness Freedom.
Fitness Freedom. Go to streetparking.com. Get your ticket July 3rd. Souza and I. Oh, hold on.
Oh, now I'll call her.
Yeah.
What is this?
Hey, you know what I think is wrong with this phone? I don't think it's hooked up to the Wi-Fi, and I don't have cell service here. And so that's why all the callers are shitty. Hey, what's up, Trevino?
No, it's Bruce Wayne.
Oh, Bruce Wayne. Hi, how are you?
Hey, Sevan, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Always great when you call.
I love you guys. No, it's the What do you mean? It's always great when I call. This is the first time I call.
That's just me being fake. I'm kind of on autopilot because I'm trying to fix my phone. So I'm just like, it's like kind of just like woke bullshit coming out of my mouth right now. Data roaming on. Okay, go on, Bruce. Well, Wi-Fi calling is off. That's the fucking problem.
That's the problem.
Oh shit! So I was ripping Alex earlier for having a shitty connection. It was totally me. What a douche.
Oh, and we got no calls from Justin.
Hey, Sevan, I DM'd you earlier and you never replied. I'm waiting for your phone.
Oh yeah. I have, because today I was either working out or with my kids.
Of course you were.
So, no, what are you talking about?
No way.
What do you say? What do you say? I'm not listening. What do you say? Is he being a
He
dick?
said, of course you.
But like facetiously, like it's not true.
Yes. Like
no, I was. You know what I even did before this podcast? Like, so I got home at 5:50 from jiu-jitsu with my kids, and I immediately ran into the garage and got on the assault bike for like 12 minutes and just pedaled my ass off. I had to sweat and then jump in the shower. I'm kind of have this weird. I don't feel right if I not sweating when the podcast starts. I don't know. What am I gonna do?
Of course, I feel the same way.
You have to be sweating when you hear me talk.
Of course.
It just happens. It's a side effect of hearing you talk. I think.
Sweaty when someone talks.
Bruce, did you just call to shoot the shit or test the phone or what's going on?
No, I called to shoot.
To what? Oh, to tell me that I hadn't checked your that I hadn't checked my DMs. Okay, I just turned on Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi calling on. Good to go. I think maybe it hung up on him when I did that. Did it? Bruce, you there? No, he's there. Bruce. Oh no, shit. Sorry, Bruce, you're back.
Oh, you didn't hang up on me, but I'm still here.
Okay, cool. All right. What semifinals are you going to?
If there's one in Miami, I'd be here, but nope.
Okay, all right.
I mean, if you want to pay for my ticket to Torian Pro, I'll be down.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. I'm on that. I'll send you a ticket tomorrow. Send you a fucking paddle and a fucking wooden boat.
Oh, did you see that Joe Rogan posted up a picture or a video of the guy that you were supposed to interview today?
Dude, you're sharp, Bruce. Bruce is sharp. Can you bring that up? Isn't that crazy? Hey, dude.
Yeah.
Man,
I posted it up, and I said, is Joe Rogan watching the Sevan podcast?
Dude, there's so much crazy synergy happening right now. It's freaking nuts.
Yeah.
There about like 5 things happen like this today. This is nuts. Yeah. It's just to explain to you guys what happened. Basically, I was supposed to do a podcast with Alexis Landot. He's an urban climber, and this is what Bruce Wayne is referring to. And he didn't show up, and so Dylan Vowell, who was in the chat, jumped on. Who we were supposed to do a podcast with on Monday, but he's like,
Dylan Vowell is a good dude.
Great dude.
Good dude.
So he comes on and we do the whole podcast. And then at the very end of the podcast, this guy who's climbing on the side of this building right here, Alexis Landot, he comes on. He's like, oh shit, dude, I just got the message. I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's okay. So he's on the last 5 minutes of the show. And I'm like, we'll reschedule with you. What Bruce is saying is then 10 minutes after the show was over, this fucking posted on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Landot. Yeah. Crazy.
His account's exploded since then too.
It has. Let's see.
Yeah. He's
shit.
104
yeah, we got
now.
it. He probably is too big time for us now.
Hey, didn't I find that guy?
Say that again, Bruce.
Think like that,
oh, I know. I'm just joking. Trust me, I don't think like that. Thank you, though. I'm feigning humility. I'm feigning humility.
There it is. Jeffrey knows.
Yes.
I take credit for that one. I need all the credit.
Go ahead, Bruce. I keep interrupting you, and you deserve better.
So, I'm waiting for my Paper Street coffee.
We never sent you any?
No, you haven't.
Oh, you ordered it? You ordered it and paid. You ordered it and paid for it, and Gabe never sent it?
No, I'm not complaining about it. No, I just ordered it a few days ago.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Don't make me sound like the bad guy.
All right, brother. Well, good hearing from you. Go ahead.
Wait. Hey, Beaver, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. Hey, Army beat Navy. Or no, Air Force.
Okay. All right.
God damn. Sevan, you're awesome.
The show is yours, Bruce. The show is yours.
You again. Matt, nice to see you again. You're the man.
Yes, good to hear from you, Bruce. It was fun catching up with you in Miami.
Yes, next time.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Bruce, are you good at pegboard? Are you good at pegboard? Are you good at pegboard?
Yes, I am.
Like,
I am.
Like really good?
Really good.
Like better than me good?
I mean, I would probably have to go out to California to test that.
Maybe we should do a little. Can you do it? Can you just do it like I have a pegboard in my garage, and but it goes all the way to the ground. So like I have to start on my knees. I don't know if you can see the video, but I have to start like this.
Hey, you got one outside. He's got one outside.
Oh, I do. That's right. That one is so hard. These aren't normal pegboards. There's nowhere to put your feet, is what I'm saying. Like you got to be like.
Right. Yeah, we can do 15.
I imagine when I imagine you're amazing. You look like a fucking what's that thing called that water comes out of? Fire hydrant. You're a little fire plug. I imagine you'd be fucking great at pegboard. I love a pegboard. Do you love a pegboard?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you love getting pegged.
My mom's listening, motherfucker.
Oh, hi, Miss Matosian.
All right, you're out. I love you guys. Show's over. Bruce Wayne, ladies and gentlemen, making his debut on the show. Go ahead, Bruce. Say the last word.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.